Welcome, YouTube mechanics. What we have here today is a Hustler Raptor 2013. I have broken a couple of drive belts on this mower. Of course, mine being 5 years old, broke the drive belt, no big deal. Went down to the parts store, got a new one, brought it home, put it on, and made it about halfway across the yard, and belt broke. So go back down to the parts store thinking I have a defective belt, and that time, of course, after another 24, 25 bucks, they let me know that there may be an issue with my mower, and it is probably the fans that are on top of the drive pumps. And so I come home with a new belt, I look at it, and definitely for sure there's an issue with these fan blades. Okay, what they were telling me is the ends of them will probably be chewed up, and definitely they were. They really don't have a good answer for this. It's kind of a design flaw. The guy was telling me that on some of the newer models, they've changed this, put the fans on top of the pulleys. But what happens is these things age and they get weak. It's a natural occurrence. Obviously, they're turning, the wind is, the air is being pushed down onto the drive pumps to keep them full. Cool, not full, and then the blades are pushed up, and as they weaken, they push up a little more, and then they end up getting under the belt and lifting the belt off. Okay, so seeing how there's not a video on here on YouTube, this is my very first one. I don't normally do this, but I am a YouTube mechanic. I would be a YouTube brain surgeon if there was a video on YouTube to show me how to do it. So I'm putting this on here to help everybody else out so that we can continue to save a little money ourselves if you're mechanically inclined. So one of the first things you'll have to do is obviously go get you a fan and pulley assembly kit from your supplier or ordered off the internet. The bad thing is there's nothing wrong with the pulley, but the pulley and the fan comes together. So you'll have to buy the whole thing. The next thing you'll want to do is your drive belt is probably broken if it's not. There's a video on YouTube already of how to replace that. I'm not going to go redo that. And then also you'll want to release your deck belt. So there's a video on YouTube as well for that. I'm not going to redo that either. So in doing that process of releasing your deck belts and also your drive belt, the easiest thing to do is take this fender off. There's a couple of people out there that say it's not necessary. It's 4 or 5 bolts, I don't remember, but there's one here, 2 there. It's really no big deal. Take the fender off. It makes it easier to get in here. You don't have to fuss and fight with anything. And then once you take the fender off, the next thing you'll want to do is remove the wheel, the tire and the wheel. You don't have to do that either, but it definitely makes it much easier if you do. Once you have the wheel removed, this is up here like this. What you want to do is take the wheel off, and then there's 2 bolts right here. Take those out, and then also right underneath here, right here, there's one. Let me push that back up there where it was. There is one right there as well. You want to take that bolt out. There's one on the other side. It's iffy. You can take it out or leave it, but definitely take this one out. Take these 2 out right here, and then on the back of the mower, there's one right here. Now, notice that mine is broken. There's a piece of frame that goes right here. Push this back up here. Mine's broken. I don't know what that happens. That may have contributed to my problem, but definitely have that ordered. So with this being in place, you will want to take that bolt out. So the one in the front, the 2 right here, and then the 1 bolt right there. And then what happens is there's a plate. See this plate that goes across right here between the 2 drive pumps? That will support it. I have the bolts already out of mine. You'll see how that you're able to push down. Don't push down a lot because you don't want to bend that plate. Things probably won't line back up as well as they did before. But once you have that everything loose, that plate will support that pump, the drive pump. You come back around here, and then you see that you're able to push this down, and there's a slot in the frame right here, and then you're able to stick a wrench or a socket in to get to the nut that's on top of the pulley. Take that off, put the new one on, just repeat the process in reverse order, and you'll be able to get back to cutting your grass. So thanks for watching. No needing subscribing. I'm probably not going to do any more videos, but definitely a like. That just lets me know that I've helped somebody out. And thanks for watching.